Namaste friends. Previously, I have been referring my address to you as episodes. As per suggestion from one of the viewers, from now onwards I would be referring to them as lectures. Therefore, it is 40th lecture of About Automobile Engineering and not episode. I hope other viewers will also prefer it. In this lecture, I intend to talk about few multi-cylinder engines which are commonly used in automobiles. Apart from making the working of IC engine vibration free, it is also essential that it provides uniform output. In order to tackle unbalanced forces and vibrations related to them, the movement of pistons in cylinders is in opposite direction. Generally, in automobiles, 4-stroke engines are used, and these are vertical engines. 4-cylinder in-line engine. Let us consider a 4-cylinder in-line engine. Cylinders are located side by side. Referring to diagram, these are marked as 1, 2, 3 and 4. In cylinder 1 and 4, pistons are at TDC and would be moving downwards. In cylinder 2 and 3, pistons are at BDC and would be moving upwards. As far as position of crank pins is concerned, these are 180 degree apart. When piston moves upwards, either compression or exhaust stroke occurs. Similarly, when it moves downwards, either suction stroke or power stroke occurs. During power stroke, we get output from the engine. In remaining 3 strokes, input is required to be given to engine. If we consider it in terms of crankshaft rotation, we get output from the engine during 180 degree of crankshaft rotation. It happens during power stroke. During remaining 540 degree of crankshaft rotation, input is required to be given to engine. This happens when suction stroke, compression stroke and exhaust stroke occur. Let us try to understand it further with the help of following table. Column at the top in table represent one cycle of 4-stroke engine, that is 720 degree of crankshaft rotation. It has been divided into 4 columns representing 180 degree of crankshaft rotation. Each column represents a stroke in cycle. These are represented in second, third, fourth and fifth column of table. First column represents 4 cylinders. Different processes occurring in a cylinder have been shown in rows. A letter represents different strokes. S is for suction stroke, C is for compression stroke, P is for power stroke and E is for exhaust stroke. Another thing mentioned in table is firing order. It is the order in which firing occurs in engine. Firing means producing a spark through spark plug in case of petrol engine. Just after this, there is power stroke. Firing order mentioned is 1, 3, 4, 2. If you see carefully, power stroke occurs in cylinder number 1 in first 180 degree of crankshaft rotation. Next it occurs in cylinder number 3 in second 180 degree of crankshaft rotation. Similarly, in the next 180 degree of crankshaft rotation, power stroke occurs in cylinder number 4. In the last 180 degree of crankshaft rotation, power stroke occurs in cylinder number 2. Accordingly, we have firing order 1, 3, 4, 2 as mentioned. In case of diesel engine, it is ignition of fuel just before power stroke. In second table, these processes are repeated for firing order 1, 2, 4, 3. Looking at the table, it may be noticed that in this case, in cylinder 4, power stroke occurs in third 180 degree of crankshaft rotation and then in cylinder 3. That is why it has firing order as 1, 2, 4, 3. Looking at the table, it may be noticed that pistons in cylinders 1 and 4 are moving downwards, whereas in cylinders 2 and 3 they are moving upwards. This makes possible movement of pistons in opposite directions as per requirement. Engine under consideration has 4 power strokes. Thus, duration for which output is available is 180 degree into 4, that is 720 degrees of crankshaft rotation. Total duration of cycle is also 720 degree of crankshaft rotation. Therefore, during one cycle, output is continuously available from either of 4 cylinders. Therefore, output from 4-cylinder engine is available uniformly. This makes 4-cylinder engine balanced as far as output is concerned. For enhanced output from engine, number of cylinders is increased. Therefore, we have 6 or 8 cylinder engines that are commonly used in automobiles. In heavy vehicles, for special purposes, engine with higher number of cylinders is used. Engines with more than 4 cylinders have 2 different configurations as far as arrangement of cylinders is concerned. These may be inline or V engines. In inline engines, all the cylinders are placed one behind another. Alternatively, cylinders can be arranged in 2 rows. These are termed as banks. Each bank has equal number of cylinders. These banks form V and are inclined at a particular angle. This angle may be 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree or even 180 degree. 6-cylinder inline engine. Let us now consider 6-cylinder inline engine. It is important that pistons move uniformly. 6 cylinders are paired together. Therefore, there are 3 pairs. To pair them, cylinders at opposite ends are considered. So, 3 pairs are 1 6, 2 5 and 3 4. Crankshaft revolution of 360 degree is uniformly divided. So, these pairs are placed 120 degree apart. Referring to diagram, it has 3 views, namely elevation, plan and side view. As can be seen that cylinders are designated from 1 to 6. Cylinder 1 is in front and cylinder 6 is at the back. In diagram, paired pins holding connecting shafts in cylinder 1 and 6 have been shown red. Similarly, pins 2 and 5 have been shown in green and pins 3 and 4 have been shown blue. One pair of crank throws is in a single radial plane. Therefore, there are 3 radial planes. These are 120 degree apart as shown in side view. It indicates that in cylinder 1 and 6 pistons are at TDC. In cylinder 2 and 5 these are 120 degree ahead. In terms of stroke, this means that pistons have covered 2/3 of stroke and are approaching BDC. Pistons in cylinder 3 and 4 are further 120 degree ahead. This means these are moving upwards and have covered 1/3 of a stroke upwards. This arrangement provides opposing inertia couples that nullify their effect. As can be visualized, three equal and symmetrically distributed masses are revolving in three radial planes. Their combined center of gravity is in the center of rotation. Six equal and symmetrically distributed revolving masses, though not lying in one plane, are in dynamic balance. The only condition is that the magnitudes of couples formed are equal. The couples of equal magnitude are formed when mass of crank throws is equal. Though while manufacturing them, care is taken to keep their masses same, but it is possible that there is a small variation. This variation is compensated by using correction weights while balancing. Both primary and secondary forces and couples related with them can be completely balanced. Thus, it is possible to have vibration-free 6-cylinder inline engine. It is essential to have proper distribution of fuel in all cylinders of engine. To achieve it, it is common to have power stroke in front half and rear half of the engine alternatively. Looking again at diagram, considering power stroke begins in cylinder 1 in front half as it moves downwards. Pistons in cylinder 3-4 are following, and when these reach at TDC, power stroke begins in cylinder 4 as it is in rear half. Next power stroke begins in cylinder 2 as it is in front half when pistons in cylinder 2-5 reach at TDC. Further again, same order is followed. As 1-6 reach at TDC, power stroke occurs in cylinder 6 on rear side, followed by power stroke in cylinder 3 on front side. Next power stroke occurs in cylinder 5 on rear side. Because firing or ignition of fuel occurs just before power stroke, firing order will be 1-4, 2-6, 3-5. This is the firing order adopted in this situation. 8-cylinder inline engine. We have 8-cylinder inline engine which is extension of 6-cylinder inline engine. It provides more power as compared to 6-cylinder engine. Therefore, it is used where more power is needed. Here also, pistons in cylinder are paired. In this case, the number of pairs is 4. Referring to diagram, there are 3 views: elevation, plan and side view for better visualization of crankpin position. The crankpin pairs are 1-8 shown in yellow, 2-7 shown in red, 3-6 shown in green and 4-5 shown in blue. This type of pairing helps in uniform loading of crankshaft throughout its length. It may be observed in side view that crankshaft evolution of 360 degree has been equally divided into 4 parts. Accordingly, these are placed 90 degree apart to get uniform output. Pistons in cylinder 4-5 are at TDC. Pistons in cylinder 2-7 have completed half stroke downwards and are in the middle of stroke. Pistons in cylinder 3-6 are at BDC. Pistons in cylinder 1 and 8 are in the middle of stroke moving upwards. These pistons in cylinders are either at opposite positions, that is at TDC or BDC, or are moving in opposite direction. Primary forces and couples related to them are balanced. As far as secondary forces are concerned, effect of two pistons at each end, that is 1, 2 and 7, 8, opposes the effect of pistons in 3, 4, 5 and 6 without introducing couple. Therefore, primary and secondary forces and couples related to them are in complete balance. There are many possible firing orders in 8-cylinder engine. Commonly used firing orders are 17, 38, 46, 25, 15, 26, 48, 37 and 16, 25, 83, 74. A careful look will reveal that they are on the same principle as explained in 6-cylinder engine. The front half of engine is cylinder 1 to 4 and rear half of engine is cylinder 5 to 8. Firing occurs alternatively in front half and rear half of engine. Now let us discuss V engine. As already explained above, V engines have cylinders divided in two banks. These are known as banks, but actually these are arrays of cylinders. These are termed as left bank or right bank depending upon their position, which is determined by standing in front of engine. The angle of inclination between these banks can be 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree or even 180 degree. 90 degree as angle of inclination is most common. 6-cylinder V engine. It is also known as V6 engine. 3 cylinders are on one bank and 3 cylinders are on other bank. Individually, these can be considered as 3-cylinder inline engines. Single crank pin holds big ends of two connecting rods. Unbalanced forces are produced because of this. To reduce vibrations thus produced, it is essential to use counterweights or balance shaft. I am taking V6 engine with 90 degree inclination because it is most commonly used. Here, connecting rods have a displacement of 90 degree. Referring to diagram, you find cylinders inclined at 90 degree. On left hand side, it has left bank and on right hand side, it has right bank as mentioned. Piston in cylinder on left bank is at TDC. Correspondingly, piston will be in the middle of stroke in facing cylinder on right hand side, that is on right bank. Pistons in other two pairs behind it will also be in similar positions. As already mentioned, firing is to occur uniformly at 120 degree interval of crankshaft rotation. To achieve this, crank pin is in two splits. Each split of crank pin holds big end of connecting rod. These splits in crank pin are offset by 30 degree to achieve 120 degree interval between two firings. 8-cylinder V engine. 8-cylinder V engine is also known as V8 engine. It has similar configuration as V6 engine. It is a combination of 4-cylinder inline engine on each bank. There are 4 crank pins. Each holds big ends of two connecting rods as is common in V engines. There can be two different arrangements as far as position of crank pins is concerned. Accordingly, we have number 1 cross plane V8 crankshaft and number 2 flat plane V8 crankshaft. Cross plane V8 crankshaft. Cylinders are paired as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. As already mentioned, 4 crank pins hold big ends of connecting rods from these cylinders. To understand it, we refer to diagram that has three views: elevation, plan and side view. Crank throws and so crank pins are 90° apart as shown in side view. Elevation and plan present the positions of crank pins. Each crank pin holds big ends of two connecting rods from different cylinders. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 shown in blue, red, yellow and green respectively. Cylinder layout is also shown on right hand side. Cylinders are arranged 1, 3, 5, 7 on right bank and 2, 4, 6, 8 on left bank. F represents front of engine. Left and right banks forming V have an angle of inclination 90°. At a particular instant, say pistons in cylinder 1 and 2 are at TDC and in cylinders 7 and 8 are at BDC. Corresponding to it, in cylinders 3, 4, 5, 6, pistons will be in middle of stroke. These will be ahead by 90° or half stroke. Therefore, in cylinder 1 and 2, these are moving downwards, and in cylinder 7 and 8, these are moving upwards. Cross plane crankshaft is also said to have 12, 3, 9, 6 o'clock crank pin location as evident from side view. Connecting rods from cylinder 1, 2 are at 12 o'clock position. Similarly, connecting rods from cylinder 3, 4 are at 3 o'clock position and cylinder 5, 6 are at 9 o'clock position. Connecting rods from cylinder 7, 8 are at 6 o'clock position. Firing order in V8 engines with cross plane crankshaft is not ideal. At least once two adjacent cylinders are fired. This is not desirable. Thermal and mechanical stresses become too high in those adjacent cylinders. Similarly, firing occurs in two cylinders, one after another on the same bank. Let us first look at three firing orders that are commonly used. These are 18, 43, 65, 72, 18, 73, 65, 42 and 18, 72, 65, 43. It may be observed from cylinder layout on right that in firing order at top, cylinders 5 and 7 are adjacent cylinders and cylinders 8 and 4 are on the same bank, that is left bank. In firing order shown in middle, cylinders 4 and 2 are adjacent and cylinders 7 and 3 are on same bank, that is on right bank. In third firing order, cylinders 3 and 1 are adjacent and cylinders 2 and 6 are on the same bank, that is on left bank. In cross plane V8 crankshaft, unbalanced torque acts about the middle of crankshaft. Counterweights are used to nullify it. Flat plane V8 crankshaft. Here crank pins are 180° apart. Again, there are 4 crank pins holding big ends of connecting rod from 8 cylinders. These are paired as shown in the diagram. Two views, elevation and side view, has been shown in the diagram with cylinder layout on extreme right. Cylinder layout has cylinders 2, 4, 6 and 8 on left bank and 1, 3, 5 and 7 on right bank. These are paired as shown in blue, red, yellow and green colors. Pistons in cylinder 1, 2 and 7, 8 are at TDC and in 3, 4 and 5, 6 are at BDC as indicated in elevation and side view. These are 180 degree apart. If pistons in cylinder 1, 2, 7 and 8 move downwards, then pistons in cylinders 3, 4, 5 and 6 will move upwards. Flat plane crankshaft is also said to have 12, 6, 6, 12 o'clock crank pin location, as it can be realized from side view. Crank pins for 1, 2 occupy 12 o'clock position, 3, 4 and 5, 6 occupy 6 o'clock position and 7, 8 occupy 12 o'clock position. Firing order in V8 engines with flat plane crankshafts is ideal. Firing order permits firing to occur in cylinders on alternate banks. This allows even distribution of pressure in exhaust manifold. It makes possible good scavenging of cylinders. Through this, performance of engine is improved. It is possible to have a number of firing orders. Preference is given to those that cause less stress on crankshaft. These should also allow better breathing on intake and exhaust side. Referring to diagram, firing orders that are commonly used are 14327658, 16327458, 14527638 and 16527438. It may be noticed that firing occurs in cylinders on opposite banks. Considering firing order 14327658 given at the top, firing occurs in cylinder 1 then 4 on right and left banks. Similarly, 3276 and 58 where firing occurs after this are on opposite banks, as is evident. This is true for other firing orders also. In flat plane V8 crankshaft engines, there is no net torque about the center of crankshaft. This makes assembly balanced. Here I conclude discussion for today. Thanks for watching.